to the BBC World Service live from London. This is The World Today with Rebecca Kesby. And coming up on the programme today, all the latest world...
We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or two.
What are you thinking of then? A sandy beach, a mountain lake? No, not for American Jay Lassiter from New Jersey, because he took his annual leave holiday time and used up 110,000 air miles to fly to the UK to help out at the general election we've just been talking about. And I asked him why.
This is a sort of vacation that seems kind of rewarding to me at this point in my life, more than like, you know, going to Amsterdam or a pizza. It was the most historic election in all of British politics, probably in most of our lifetimes. And it got a lot of attention across the pond, especially after that first debate. And, you know, it happened to coincide with my time off. And I got to say, I'm a political junkie. And Nick Clegg got me really excited. You know, his values really match up with mine. And I thought, well, gee, that'll be really easy to pick sides there. And, you know, I happen to have a friend who lives in a district in London which was considered a swing district, and the member of parliament for the Lib Dems was a prolific new media person, and we befriended one another on Facebook, and she invited me over. You know, it gave me kind of a contact point to, you know, just get in a cab and go straight to the headquarters. And
straight off the plane?
Straight off the plane, right into the trenches. It seemed like the only way to get as much out of it as I was, if I was willing to, you know, put something into it as well.
Well, Jay, no one can criticise you for enthusiasm, but so you pounded London streets to try and get this lady elected. What did local people think of your accent and the fact that you'd come all this way to try and influence the way they vote?
Well, I mean, a lot of people who needed convincing were pretty apathetic or bored or, you know, just sort of cynical about it. But the accent's obviously a pretty good hook because, you know, once they started telling me about their stories about when they went to Rhode Island or Arkansas or whatever, you know, I knew I had a dialogue with these people, and, you know, I could just get a word in edgewise about how I felt about the Lib Dems and their chances and, you know, change. A lot of people wanted to talk to me about Obama. So, you know, I was over there with an agenda, so, you know, if they wanted to talk to me about Obama, I would relate that back to the Lib Dems.
Okay, so straight off the plane, straight to headquarters, straight to campaigning, then we've got the vote. Did you stay up all night?
I did stay up all night. I mean, it was too juicy to sleep through, and, you know, I was watching the BBC coverage on TV. I had it streaming in through my computer as well. They weren't as encouraging as I hoped that they would be, but, I mean, I was way too far into the drama to avert my gaze, I guess.
And what do you make of the outcome and the role now of the Liberal Democrats?
Well, it's a very, very dramatic outcome, and I mean, it's really cool to be able to say I was a part of that. You know, we're going to look back, and this will be a memorable race. But the outcome was disappointing. I mean, I had higher expectations. I had hoped that the Lib Dems would pick up some seats. I think the results revealed some of the, you know, some of the problems with the British system. We certainly have quirks in ours as well.
Just out of interest, Jay, how many hours sleep do you think you've had in the past week?
I would say average about 4 hours a night, but you know, honestly, the people who do the real organizing on campaigns, the ones that have been there for months, it's an embarrassment of riches the amount of sleep I got compared to those guys.
Yeah, and come over for the next election. It could be quite soon.
You betcha. We'll see you in 6 months. All
right. That was Jay Lassiter there. I think he's going to have to save up those air miles to get over in that time. What did you make of that, chaps? You got any sympathy for a political junkie like that?
I mean, you love it. You know, anybody who shows passion and then wants to jump on a plane and come to your country and do something to help out, I mean, it's great.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I've been a political junkie all my life. I sort of used to listen to the British election night on the radio under my duvet, and yeah, I think it's been a fascinating election. And I think as Jay was saying, the only disappointment really was there wasn't a more clear-cut outcome. We like elections in this country to produce clear winners and losers, with the removal van turning up and number turned Downing Street the day after. But it's still been fascinating.
We might get used to it, you don't know.